The sun, our star, our lifeline. It's a giant ball of burning gas, the center of our solar system. Every day this star provides us with light and warmth. Without the sun, life on Earth wouldn't exist. It's the engine that drives our planet's climate, the source of energy for all living things. Think of the sun as a giant power plant. It constantly fuses hydrogen atoms into helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy. We feel this energy as sunlight, which travels millions of miles through space to reach us. The sun is vital for our survival. It gives us the light we need to see, and the warmth we need to survive. But like all stars, our sun has a life cycle. One day, it will reach the end of this cycle, and when it does, the consequences for Earth will be dramatic. Stars like our sun don't last forever, they go through a life cycle. This cycle starts with their birth in giant clouds of gas and dust, called nebulae. Gravity pulls this material together, and eventually the pressure and heat become so intense that nuclear fusion begins. A star is born. Stars spend most of their lives fusing hydrogen into helium, which makes them shine. But once a star uses up most of its hydrogen fuel, things start to change. For a star the size of our sun, this change is dramatic. It will expand to become a red giant engulfing the orbits of Mercury and Venus. Earth, if it still exists, would be scorched. Eventually, the red giant will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a hot, dense core called a white dwarf. This white dwarf will slowly cool down over billions of years. However, much larger stars meet a more violent end. These massive stars explode in a spectacular event called a supernova. Our sun is not massive enough to become a supernova, but let's imagine for a moment what would happen if it did. The first thing we would experience is an unimaginable blast of energy. This energy would reach Earth in just 8 minutes. Remember, light travels at a finite speed. This speed is incredibly fast but not instantaneous, so we wouldn't know the sun exploded until its light reached us. The intense heat and radiation from the supernova would vaporize everything on the side of Earth facing the sun. The other side of Earth wouldn't fare much better. The shockwave from the explosion would soon follow, ripping our planet apart. The explosion wouldn't stop there. It would obliterate the other planets in our solar system. The asteroid belt would be vaporized, and the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, would be stripped of their atmospheres. The solar system, as we know it, would cease to exist. Section 4. The sun's demise. Long-term impacts and life's end. Even if the sun didn't explode, its eventual death would still mean the end of life on Earth as we know it. As the sun runs out of hydrogen fuel, it will start to fuse helium. This process is more energetic. It causes the sun to expand into a red giant. As the sun expands, its surface will get closer to Earth. Temperatures on our planet will rise dramatically. The oceans will boil away. The atmosphere will be stripped away. Earth will become a barren, lifeless rock. The sun's death will have a ripple effect throughout the universe. Our solar system is part of the Milky Way galaxy. This galaxy is a vast collection of stars, gas, and dust. The death of our sun would be insignificant on a galactic scale. But for us, on this little planet, the sun's death would be the ultimate catastrophe. It would mark the end of our world. It underscores the importance of our sun. It reminds us that even stars don't live forever. Section 5. Our sun's fate, a timeline of a star. The good news is that we don't have to worry about the sun dying anytime soon. Our sun is about halfway through its life cycle. It has about 5 billion years of fuel left. After that, it will enter its red giant phase and eventually become a white dwarf. 5 billion years is a very long time. It's long enough for countless generations of stars to be born and die. It's long enough for life on Earth to evolve and change in ways we can't even imagine. So, while the sun's eventual demise is a certainty, it's not something we need to worry about in our lifetime. We should appreciate our sun for what it is. It's a source of life, energy, and wonder. It's a reminder of the vastness and beauty of the universe. Let's enjoy its light and warmth while we can.